So we sell through a range of kind of independent design shops and gallery stores and a few kind of department stores as well, and then we sell online through our own shop and through other people's online stores as well. We kind of take a few different routes. We kind of do trade fairs occasionally to kind of meet new customers and new clients and stuff. When we started out, I tended to kind of chase stockists and look for the people that we wanted to work with, and then kind of send them catalogues or send them samples and kind of work that way. But we've been quite lucky in recent times in that people have started to come to us. You know, and rather than us having to chase stockists, we are getting people coming to us and asking to stock our work, which is quite nice position to be in.
Yeah, I guess there's times when strategically we'll kind of focus on specific areas and look for kind of a good fit in terms of retailers, but largely it's inbound. The approach from our point of view doesn't differ, but it's quite different in terms of the way in which you need to work with the different sized retailers. So a lot of the department stores will have a kind of a payment structure or paperwork structure that needs to be followed through, which is more time consuming than it is dealing with the smaller retailers. It's typical for small galleries to charge a commission fee. We don't really deal with many galleries like that. We tend to work on a wholesale basis, so most of our retailers will mark up our wholesale prices by 2.5, and then we have a kind of a recommended retail price which is fairly consistent across most of our retailers, although some of them will mark it up higher.
When I started out the company, it was a much smaller entity, and so we kind of worked with quite a few of the independent retailers on a sale or return basis, because it was a good inroad for us to get into the shops that we wanted to work with, and for them it was a good chance for them to kind of test the market on our products and see whether they wanted to work with them. But we very rarely work consignment or sale or return now. Most of our accounts are wholesale, because the cons of the situation, I guess, are that it's quite, you're not getting paid up front for the goods, you're kind of waiting for payments to come in sporadically, you're at the kind of the whim of the stockist as to when they pay, and if they haven't got a good situation set up for payment and kind of recording sales and stuff, it can get really, really messy and quite difficult to track goods. So as much as possible, we try not to work sale or return anymore. We've got two shops which are kind of more like gallery stores.
And they both have very good systems for how they deal with it, so we're happy to kind of continue working with them on that basis.
But largely we don't work sale or return anymore.
It's quite difficult as a small business. You hit a kind of point between being a small business and then growing slightly, where inventory becomes kind of quite important, but inventory management software tends to be quite expensive, and in terms of the value of what it offers, I think you have to be doing kind of an awful lot of sales in order to manage it. So a lot of our inventory stock management is done manually. We do a little bit through our online store. We also sell a lot of different kind of things, so we're in a different position to maybe other makers in that we have kind of quite a diverse range of products. So some things are almost made on demand, and other things like the print, we'll have a kind of a number of them in stock, and so we kind of have to manage different elements of inventory in different ways.